Hello you conversational specialists, and welcome to my review of Majin Tensei. So this finally got a fan translation, and as a big Megami Tensei fan, you know I had to try this one out. The only real weakness this game kind of has is that the actual battles and the scenarios take a long time just because they're very slow and you have to wait for everybody's turn. So just like, say, Fire Emblem Awakening or Fates, you literally just do your turn, move your mice around the board, and then attack, or if they're not in range, you wait your turn. Then your enemy has their turn, and they do the exact same. It can be a bit time consuming, especially when the maps are larger, but again, if you don't mind waiting, it's not an issue. It's simple as that. This is the only real weakness the game has. But I will say, if you find the Devil Survivor games to be slow paced, like linking with a similar franchise, then yes, you won't enjoy this one. It really does miss that quality of life improvement where you can just skip the enemy's turns like straight away, except when they go to the important parts like the battles, but they didn't really exist back on the Super Nintendo, so they're not going to be here. Unfortunately, that does mean if you like your RPGs with their huge world maps which you can roam around in, it's not really got that. It's just basically a stage select screen. You just move around on what seems like a big map, but that's it. You just pick your stage and then go from there. As I've been talking about the negatives, I might as well continue. First thing is, it's very true to the Megami Tensei franchise in the fact that the main characters, if you create them, you cannot use magic, which is always frustrating. It would be nice if it says that from the get-go, but yeah, it's just one of those which, if you're a beginner to the franchise, it's going to catch you out. It's as simple as that. You'll be like, oh yeah, I really want to make a sorcerer or a wizard, but it's just not going to happen. It's as simple as that. You have to make them a melee fighter. Also, when you have your demons, you do unfortunately have to summon them from your comp on every single scenario. Even if, for example, one of the earlier stages is a laboratory, you still have to, after going up a flight of stairs, summon all of your demons again. That's a bit frustrating. It should be that if your scenario takes place in the same area or the same building, you shouldn't have to resummon them. I can understand that if it's a completely new area, but when you're still in the same place, it just feels cheap that you waste your magnetite or your mecha just on the fact that you have to keep summoning your demons. Magnetite and mecha, by the way, that's pretty much just your currency if you don't already know that, but I'm sure you do. Also, if you're looking for a huge plot in this game, it's not really here. It's very minimal, but it does its job. It puts you on the right track, gives you a sense of heroism in that that's what you need to accomplish to do things, or what you need to do, or who the enemy is. It's not going to blow you away. And that's pretty much all the negatives I've got with it. To be honest, it is a very good game. As you know from the Megami Tensei and Persona games, you get to fuse demons, and in this you can actually do it during battle, which is a nice little feature. I find you don't need like a special skill to do it. You literally just move one of your demons onto another one, have a look at what the outcome is going to be, what the resulting demon will be, and then you choose if you want to fuse them or not. You can still fuse the normal way by going to one of the buildings to do it if you want to. And there is still the talking to demons, so during the battle, again, you can just boost up your team, add more to your party by literally talking to them. Depending on the phase of the moon, depends on the chance of you actually talking to that demon. Other than that, it's what you come to expect from these games. You talk to a demon, get them on your side, and then either pay them or they'll go, sure, why not? You beat me in rock, paper, scissors, I will join you. You can also gain partners or human characters from just doing your scenario missions. You will then find a new partner and you get to choose their stats, as you did in like the first Shin Megami Tensei games. One semi-negative, but it's not really too much of an issue in this one, is the fact that the demons don't level up. Again, that seemed to be a weird trend that they had, but they do rank up. So the more demons you beat, the more experience they get, but they don't level up. They don't get stronger that way, but they can unlock some skills, which, I mean, it's fine. It's nice that they do have the option to get the skills, but again, why not just make it a level up? Would be nice to be able to keep some of the demons that you like, keep them around just by leveling them up, but instead they just rank up. So after you get like 5 or so levels difference from those demons to the ones you're fighting, you're pretty much going to fuse them anyway. So unfortunately, if you do have a favourite, they will most likely disappear. And the final thing that I will bring up is that there is an incredibly useful thing in the status screen, and that is an affinity chart, and it shows how much damage your attacks will do to all of the different races of demons, which is incredibly useful. It's the only time I've seen that in like these kind of games. So yes, you have the Pokemon games now, for example, saying if a move is effective, super effective, or they're immune to it, but I can't believe it's taken that long for another game to do that. But this, you literally look at the status screen, move across a couple of times, and it shows you what moves, including the elemental spells, what damage they do. It's such a useful thing to have, and it's just literally on hand. You can do it and have a look whenever you want. that is it for my review. As mentioned, if you are happy to have those slow battles that will test your patience, it's absolutely a solid game and definitely worth giving a try. If you don't like those slower paced games, then it is kind of hard to recommend because there's not too much that will keep you there. Yes, the designs for the demons are really cool, but the story itself isn't going to draw you in to go, yes, I must finish this because it's the greatest story ever. If you like Fire Emblem, if you do like those slower paced RPGs, those tactical RPGs, absolutely give this a try. I mean, I definitely recommend it to you. If you want really fast paced action and turn based battles, it's not going to happen. There's just no way this is going to be for you, unfortunately.